I was quite taken aback yesterday at the response to my publication of the DFAT Ready report template. It appears that there is a pretty substantial appetite for ready-to-go templates and tools for development professionals working in the DFAT Nexus. So with that in mind, and because I've already had multiple people reach out, I wanted to share and show you all just how easy it is to tweak the template to your program's needs and to pop your content into the template. So this video here is just going to be updating the colors and styles within the template, and I'll share another one later on how you can pop your content in there once it's all set up and good to go. So this is it. Once you download it, it is pretty standard. Everything's set up in the styles pane. We've got our headings in the navigation on the left. Ideally, you'll have a beautiful picture that you've prepared for your program or report. So you right click change picture and choose it from your device. I know that an image should be on A4 paper, it should be 21 centimeters across. I also know that it needs to be centered, alignment, center. And with that in mind, we can just hold shift and drag it up or down as we see fit. Today I'm going to be changing this one from red to blue. If I can do that, right click fill. There we go. You'll see I've got content parts for the title, completely unnecessary. If you don't want to use it, you can straight up just type over this. But I've got those parts, so I go File, New, and change the title of the report here. So I'm going to call it the ABC CPA report, and you'll change it to whatever suits your program's needs. Similarly with the date, this is just flat text at the moment. If you want to be a bit fancy, you can enter a field part, go down to date, and you can choose any of these options. So I'll click 8 April 2025, and now that's also a field part. The good thing about this is that it will auto update. So if I open this document tomorrow, it'll automatically read 9 April. If I open it up in 2 days time, it'll automatically read 10 April. I don't have to keep updating my date because that's a big pain point. Cover's all set up, that's basically it. Next, we're just going to go through and update all of our heading styles. So if I click into document information here, highlight over this, you'll see that TOC heading is flagged on the right. So that means that is the style applied to that piece of text. I've right clicked it and gone modify, and I want to change it to blue, and perhaps we want a different font beyond Arial. So let's say Aharoni, nice chunky one, there we go. And now all of my TOC headings are automatically applied with the new style. Coming down to our first table, nothing too fancy here. This is just straight changing the color of the top row. You always want to make sure that there's sufficient contrast when using white text. So if I had used a lighter blue here in the top row, I would probably need to have a darker font, probably black. So just be careful when using white or light fonts that there's sufficient contrast. This one here is heading 1. I'm probably just going to make it look the same. So Aharoni and the dark blue. Done. Coming down with list bullet and list number, I don't want to do anything too fancy with them. I just want them to be blue. And with these, I can just apply the color by clicking on the bullet type, and it will automatically update them here in the styles pane on the right. Heading 2, I'm going to make a marginally lighter color than the navy blue. So I'll right click into it, modify, choose a blue that's within the same row, and I'll just choose a lighter one for now. Yeah, I guess we will change it to Aharoni as well, just so that the font types look the same. Heading 3, you can change over to, probably keep it black, Aharoni, there we go. And I'm probably just going to keep my cross heading as Arial, because that's not going to be used very often anyway. Our styles are set up, and same thing with our table colors. So I told myself I'd do this in under 2 minutes, and it's probably closer to 4. But that's basically it. It's pretty much set up with the back cover. I don't have a picture prepared at the moment, but what I could just do is right click format and straight up just change the color of it to a blue. This is actually 2 images overlaid, so if I tap F4, it'll just repeat the last action. Anyway, there we have a completely blue template set up instead of red. We've got our custom picture on the front, and all of our heading styles are good and ready to go. Thanks.